Morning to you. It's Tuesday, the 10th of April, 2018. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from Television Centre in Royal Berkshire. I can feel my nose tingling just literally as that date popped up on the screen there. My nose started tingling. I think I might be in for a long, big sneeze this morning. Yes, it could happen. I'm a bit concerned about the slimming world. I've just weighed myself. I've been weighing myself all week, actually, after the Easter thing, because I didn't go directly after Easter because I wasn't here. I was at my sister's, and it was like 12. And since last Wednesday, you shouldn't weigh yourself every day. You really shouldn't. I mean, here's an interesting thing. Now, as I say, you're not supposed to weigh yourself every day. It does change day by day, but the general trajectory needs to be down. And it was. Last Wednesday I was 12 stone 2.6. Thursday 12 stone 1.4. Friday 12 stone 0.2. Saturday up a bit. Saturday 12 stone 1.2. Sunday 12 stone 2.6. But then yesterday 12 stone 1.2. This morning 12 stone 3. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. But interestingly, just do it for one day. If you've got the digital, you need to have the digital ones. The mechanical ones, you can't really see much change. Perhaps I need to get rid of the digital scales. I got those from Argos a while ago. One of their ever-going sales. What's going on with these shops? There's like a sale all the time now. Have you found this? Endless emails coming in all the time. Argos, what is it? They're still talking about that Easter sale. I've got another one. Easter sale coming to an end. That was 2 weeks ago, dear. 2 weeks ago. They've still got the sale. Debenhams, there's another one. Endless sales coming through. 50% off this, 30% off that. Don't be fooled into those sales, you see, because you can end up buying stuff you don't really want. Honestly. I wasn't going to buy those pair of shoes, but it's such a good offer, I think I might. No, don't be sucked into any of that. All right. Anyway, so I've got these scales. And one day, was it a couple of days ago, I thought I'm going to weigh myself all day. So I did. And I think it was on the Saturday, where it was 12 stone 1.2. Okay. Then I had breakfast and I have a lot of tea for breakfast. And it went up like 1.5 pounds after breakfast. And as the day went on, it went up and up and up until I used the little boys' room. And then it come down a bit. All right? Okay? Then I went to bed, got up in the morning, and it was roughly the same. It's the weirdest thing. And apparently you lose most of your weight, okay, through exhaling, breathing out. Some people have got very strange breathing methods. I've taken a few phone calls here before. I thought the bloke had asthma. So, yes, try that one day. If you've got digital scales, weigh yourself a whole day, sort of every time you do something, like have something to eat or something like that. You will be surprised how much it goes up and down throughout the course of the day. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so I'm a little bit concerned about going to the Slimming World today. I should go anyway because I'm going to have my hair cut and I'll go for a weigh-in and I'll let you know tomorrow how I do, okay? Bit chilly out there today, isn't it? Cool, dear. I got up. I'm restraining myself, but I'm restraining. Who's tying who up? Well, you are not tying me up, dear. No. I'm restraining myself from not turning the heating on. It hasn't been on for a couple of days now. Okay? I'm restraining myself. We get to April and we don't like to... April the 10th, dear. 3 months now. Is it 3 months since Christmas or 4? December, January, February, March, April. Nearly 4 months since Christmas. How can you believe that? I was talking to a couple of people in the pub last night. New people who popped into Central Station for the karaoke. Wendy and Paul. I think it was Wendy and Paul, who one came from Greenwich and one came from Cricklewood. And they were saying, I can't believe it's 3 months since Christmas. I said, no. I said, do you think that the time goes quicker as you get older? And they said, absolutely it does. I can't believe I've got a great nephew and a great niece who are now 5 years old and can talk and smack you in the face without getting into trouble. So a bit damp as well outside this morning. I think I don't know if it's raining or not. I can't see if it's raining. I might have to take the car down to Slim. I hate taking the car to Slimming World. I do. I like to cycle down there. All part of the routine, you see. Getting the exercise in as well and all that business. Very, very busy for the karaoke again last night. 26 singers. Now, as I say before, that sounds good, doesn't it? You would think the more singers, the better. The trouble is, the people that come don't then sing very much. One of our dear, dear, wonderful people, Roy, was in last night. He went somewhere else at the weekend, and he said, "Oh, it was quite good. I sang, was it 6 or 7 times?" Now, if someone says to you, "Oh, I've just been to the karaoke, I managed to sing 7 times," that means there wasn't many people there. You know, and it's a fine line, because no one wants to go to a karaoke night and sing and there's no one there to see them sing. People often say, "Why don't you sing a bit more, Chris?" Well, because they haven't come to see me. They have come to sing. Customers must always come first at a karaoke. Absolutely. You know, and I will only sing if there's a gap, or if people get, "Oh, sing us the songs," I might do one. Or if it's quiet, I'll have to do a couple to fill in the gaps. That's the only time I ever sing. And it's a very fine line between having enough people to see you go up there and sing, or to have too many people and then you don't sing very much. It's a very, very fine line. And I've said before, I think the optimum number of singers is about 17. 17 singers, and there's probably about an hour and 10 minutes or so between each song. So each song roughly averages about 4 minutes long, okay? So if you sing, okay, and there's two people in the queue, you've got to wait 8 minutes to sing your next song. Get it? Okay, what if there's 10 people in the queue? Well, that's about 40 minutes. If there's 20 people, that's about an hour and 20 minutes. If there's 30 people, you're talking over 2 hours. And last night there was 26 singers in there. Fantastic night. But unfortunately, that does mean sometimes people, they simply run out of time to be able to sing their other songs, or they only sing 2 or 3 times. Now, the people that got in at 8 o'clock, and there were some, I mean, I got there last night, not too bad the traffic in last night. In that central station where I host karaoke at the moment on Mondays and Fridays. I've got karaoke news coming up as well. So Monday and Friday, Central Station karaoke, Monday 8 to 11:30, and Friday is 8:30 to midnight. And I was there at just after 7 o'clock last night. I set up, and there were people coming in. There was no one in the pub. No, there was 1, 2, there were 3 people sitting in a pub. I started setting up, 2 of them left, there's 1 person in the pub. At 7:30 for 8 o'clock, people start coming in, you see. And they set up on the table. Now, the clever ones, immediately they come straight over, they write out their lists, and they come straight over and give them their bit of paper. You know, so they're going to be first in the queue. So if there's any chance of singing 2 or 3 times, it's going to be them, because they were first in. And that's you know, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You know? And then other people came in. So there were a couple of people last night who sung 3 times, but only about 3 or 4 people. And then other people put their songs in, and that was all right. Unfortunately, it was Ray Reynolds. He only got 1 song in last night, poor Ray. I think he ran out of time. David, his friend, came over to me and said, "Oh, Ray says he's going now." "Oh, okay then." And I looked at the list, and I looked over. I couldn't see Ray. I think he'd already gone. And he still had another 3 songs before it was due for him. But he has to get the train home, you see. It gets so busy. I couldn't believe how busy it was. I mean, Friday was incredibly busy. Fridays now. We could have 30 singers, which really is too many singers to do. But, it makes a good night as long as people understand, you know, you've got to wait 30 people to come round again. And all the old... a few people do this, you know. "Oh, my bus is going to come soon. Can I go next?" Or, you know, someone's dying in hospital and I really want to sing them a song, but I'm a bit late. Can I sing? No, because it's not fair to everyone else who's been sitting there. You see, it's difficult, very difficult. And then duets. That's the other one. Duets. Sometimes people will put a song in and then put a song in as a duet with someone else in the hope that they're going to get another song. No, you've got to be fair to everyone. And that's just how it works. So that was the karaoke last night. We didn't have Paul turn up last night. I reckon Paul Stone, who does Victoria Sponge cabaret act, he's often there on a Friday and a Monday. Wasn't there last night. Oh no, too busy watching himself on the telly, I suppose. On the there was a World War II thing on BBC Two Colour last night. And one of our karaoke singers, and he's such a nice person, drag queen, Paul Stone was on there. Well, so he didn't turn up at the karaoke last night. Too busy watching himself live on BBC Two Colour. Even I haven't been on BBC Two. God's sake, man, it's too much. We still had Wi-Fi issues in there again last night, I'm afraid. I've got another Wi-Fi extender being put in there now, and it's not in the same position as it was the first time because the first one got nicked within 2 days. I mean, they're not exactly expensive. They're 15 quid to buy these things, 21 quid if you include the Amazon postage and packaging. Comes in a massive great box and it's this big. You know, about the size of 2 mobile phones taped together. Come in this massive box, isn't it? Ridiculous. So the first one got nicked, so we got another one, which is now kind of on a shelf, and it's on the top, but it's not. It's cutting out. I'm losing the connection, you see, and I had to once again stream through the phone, which then ran out of data, and I had to buy some more data. Oh, God blimey. So I'm trying to get them to put a cable in from the router, which is it's 3 floors up, you see. The router is 3 floors up. Then you've got a hotel room underneath that, then a restaurant, and then me. So that Wi-Fi signal's got a long way to travel. So I'm trying to get them to put in a cable from there to there. So that was nice. It was nice to see John the Barman singing last night, and he's been humming and hawing now for weeks. And some people do this. They hum and haw for weeks and weeks, deciding, I don't know if I should. And then they sing, and they've got good voices. They got good voices. So John the Barman sung last night. He's very popular with the customers, John the Barman. You know, just because he looks a bit younger and a bit rougher. He looks a bit rough. But not as in rough. Not as in rough as in my sister would look rough, you know. I mean, if you saw her walking down, that looks a bit rough over there. No, not like that. Just rough. No, maybe that's the wrong term. Rugged. A little bit like me. Rugged. We are rugged people. Rugged, that's the word to use. Yeah, rugged. So he's quite popular and he can sing. So that was nice. And you find that the people who are quiet and they sit in the corner and they're often really good singers. It's the ones that push themselves that are bad singers. Quote, I'm a really good singer. Can I go next? Because everyone will love me and I'm fantastic. Then you put them on and they can't sing a note. I've never heard people sing an entire song on 1 or 2 notes. And they can't sing. They can't sing. So that's it. Non-Irish Mary from Holland popped in. I think she left a little bit earlier last night. She was tired as well. So that's it. Now, I've got 2 new karaokes hopefully starting. One I can tell you about because I have a date. The 8th of May. Hang on a minute. Is that right? Yes, the 8th of... 1 minute. Tuesday, the 8th of May. There it is. Tuesday, the 8th of May at the White Swan in East London. 9 till 12. You may have seen a post up on my Facebook wall yesterday. Do you think it should start at 9 or 10? A couple of people said 10. I think one person said 8. Almost everyone said 9 o'clock, so that's what it's going to be, okay? 9 till 12 on Tuesday, May the 8th at the White Swan, which is in East London. I haven't got the exact address for you, actually. I know how to get there, but I can't think what the name of the road is. So if you want to come along to that, it'd be nice to see you there. Brand new in the East End, karaoke from Tuesday, the 8th of May, and that will be 9 p.m. till 12 a.m. All right, that's all my news at the moment. Let's say good morning to you all. Good morning to the delightful Shania, still on Isley Widget on the Isle of Wight. Good morning, Shania. First message in this morning. I bet you upset Adam this morning. He was quite quick as well, but not quick enough with those fingers this morning, were you, Adam? Second message, dear. Second message. Morning to John Mercer. up in Manchesterford. Good morning, good morning, John. How things are going on Tameside FM? Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's John Mercer on Have you taken over from James Dean yet? Has he been sacked yet? That time, a lot of complaints about that station you're on, dear. I get the Radio Today magazine as well. You need to behave yourselves. I get loads of complaints here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter here. Morning, Wendy. Very good morning to Wendy. Tim Hadley's there in New York. Good morning, Tim. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope things are well in the restaurant. You've been very, very quiet. Actually, it's about a year since we've had a message from you. We thought you were dead. I'm so glad you're not. Good morning, Tim. Hope you're well. How's the restaurant going? Hello to AJ, watching on one of the Learn English web groups. Good morning, AJ. Diane, good morning, Diane. Lovely Christina sent me a little message this morning. Good morning, Christina. Wendy Young tried to call Adam yesterday. Do pick up the phone, Adam. Good morning to Heidi. Well, that's a bit of a rude message, isn't it, Heidi? I'm tempted to block you there, dear. Are you going to open the phone line today then, or what? Beg your pardon. That's a bit rude, Heidi. I think you need to rephrase the question, dear, and I might answer it. How rude! Does it say phone in anywhere? Does it say that anywhere, or does it say talk show at the top today? What does it say today? Do let me know, Heidi. Bit rude, that is. Rude. Thank you, Wendy, for jumping to my defence. Wendy jumps to my offence there. Yes, thank you, Wendy. Bye-bye. Good morning, Jerry. Morning, Jerry. I've got a bit of news about the music and chat show as well. Something went a bit wrong yesterday. Hello to Merlin. Some of the attitude... Here we are, look. Some of the attitude on... Yeah, attitude. Attitude and rudeness from Heidi this morning. I'm very surprised at you, Heidi. Rudeness and attitude this morning, dear. God's sake, man. Hello to Guy, who mentions the curry. Yes, I was given a delightful... Given a delightful vegetable curry last night. Oh, it was lovely. And I think they gave it to me last night, knowing fully well I had a weigh-in this morning. That's what's happened there. Oh, you got to go down to Central Station and have the vegetable curry. Oh, it's so nice. And it smells like a curry should smell. Not like when I do it here. I've tried to cook curries and they just don't smell right. They actually smell vile. The entire house stinks when I do a curry. Not in Central Station. It was really nice. A vegetable curry I had last night with the rice and all that business in it. Oh, it was nice. And I think that's where the weights come from this morning. You know, I'm hoping... I mean, I don't want to... You know, you might be having your breakfast. How can I say this? I've been already once this morning. I'm hoping to go again. Again later before my trip to Slimming World. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm hoping to go again later before I get there. I will inform. We might have, if I've gone over my target range, I will do an emergency broadcast later. Okay? So have some of that curry in Central Station. Thank you, Guy. It was really nice. And you're not hungry after a meal in Central Station, let me tell you that. Tim says, but do you weigh yourself after you've been? Sometimes, Tim, yes. Sometimes before and after to see what the difference is. And it can be anything up to £1, Tim. It's true. It can be anything up to £1. Good morning to Zuba. Good morning. Wendy, now you know why you've lost so much weight. It's all the exhaling from all the talking you do. What do you mean? I've hardly said a word this morning. Hardly said a word, dear. Christina's keeping her kitchen warm by baking brownies. Oh, brownies for my open house. Oh, you're trying that old one, Christine, are you? Put some bread in the oven and then open the doors and then let the people in. That makes them always buy the stuff in Sainsbury's, dear. The whole supermarket smells of bread. Have you got a bread machine? Have you got a bread machine? Oh, they're deadly. Oh, my God. You read the instructions, you know, when the bread is done, take it out and let it rest for a while, you know, for 20 minutes. No, you can't do it. Impossible. That bread comes out the machine, whoosh, half a loaf gone. Immediately. Ray Reynolds, cold, wet and miserable in East, where he is. Now, where is he again? Essex. He's in Essex. Cold, wet and miserable in Essex. Yeah, as usual. That's because you've got programmes like The Only Way is Essex there. That's why it's cold and miserable. God doesn't like those sort of people. So he puts cold and miserable on Essex at all times, dear. That's why. Got up at 6 o'clock in the morning and helped my neighbour take to the tube at Mile End. Oh, that's nice of you, Ray. How much did you get from her? Did you charge her? Must have charged her about a tenner, Ray. Ray's looking for new methods of earning income, aren't you? I said, why don't you try and see if I go down the dilly and see if you get any business there, love? Morning, Gavin. Me and Joey could sing, put my empty the pub. Yeah, a lot of people say that as well, actually, Gavin. Don't make me sing, I'll empty the pub. That's a popular one. They say that. Good morning, Juan. You weren't there yesterday, Juan. Where were you? Hello, Joss. Morning, Joss. I promise no more bad ballads. They are continuing. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. There was a couple of bad ballads in there last night. Oh, they were... No, I'm not mentioning names. No. But there were a couple of bad ballads in there yesterday. One who thinks that person, male or female, one who thinks they are very good at singing this particular ballad and it's not working. But who am I to tell them? Nothing to do with me, dear. I will never ever, let me tell you this, I will never ever go up to someone and say, oh no, it was awful. No, won't do it. I would never ever do that. Morning, Mari. Morning, Mari. I'm glad you're there, Mari, this morning. The Music and Chat show yesterday, as you know, it goes out live and then it goes up there as a recording. Except, unfortunately, the recording failed yesterday, so it's gone now. And you can't listen again to that one, to yesterday's Music and Chat show again, because literally it's gone. Unless anyone out there, any sad person recorded my Music and Chat show yesterday, and I'm afraid I didn't. I'm afraid that's gone. That should usually work, but for some reason it failed. So the Music and Chat show we did yesterday, the recording failed, so we haven't got that, I'm afraid. All right, Mari, sorry about that. Adam's very disappointed he came second. Well, try and be a bit faster, Adam. Try and be a bit faster. Your other half, he's half your age, isn't he? He'll probably be a lot faster on the computer than you are. I mean, you've just about managed to turn the thing on, can't you? Have you found the power button on your computer yet, dear? Or are you on a little iPhone? Are you on an iPhone? You know the iPhone. You've got the big one, haven't you? So you slightly move it and no one can hear a word you're saying anymore. My mate's got one of those and he says, oh, it's not my phone. It's not my phone all the time. Good morning, Bart. Good morning, Bart. Nice to see you there. Juan says, of course you are protected. Is it after all your show? They can complain and complain, but to no avail. You are nearly untouchable. I wouldn't say I was untouchable, to be honest. But we're on the internet, radio and this video stuff. You're not under the same rules as like FM stations or telly things. That's you know, on the terrestrial telly, on BBC One, they're all these regulations and rules, and you can't say this. I said to you the other day, you know, if I was to pick up a can of Coca-Cola, I said, oh, this can of Coca-Cola is very nice. Other cans of Coke are available. What a load of old crap. Everyone knows that. Why have you got to say that? Stupid. Because they think, oh, you're giving them preferential treatment, you see. Coca-Cola are getting preferential free advertising. That's why. Do you remember on Blue Peter? I think they'd probably still do it if they've got like a bag of cornflakes, right? And it's a Kellogg's cornflakes. And we'll put a bit of tape over the word Kellogg's. Like no one knows it's a box of Kellogg's cornflakes. Stupid rules, some of these rules, I tell you. Wendy loves the Slimming World vegetable curry. That does sound nice. Good morning to Gary Butler. Morning, Gary. That's my nephew there. I think they're going home today. I do hope you're going home today. I did try and call you, Gary, yesterday. There must be a missed call there. Huh, no return call. No, I don't see a return call on here, Gary. That's okay if you don't love me. I understand that. You know, I've got, you know, great nieces and nephews that love me now. You know, if you don't love me, I guess I'll just have to move on to someone else, Gary. That's just how it is, isn't it? Hey? Hey? Evie loves me. I'll show all my affection in future for Evie instead of you. Besides, you are a bit old now, Gary, aren't you? You're in your 30s now, you know, let's be honest. Oh, Christ. Practically one foot in the grave now, my nephew's got. Now he's 33. Oh, Heidi says, are you... I didn't mean to sound rude. Thank you, Heidi. Are you going to open the phone lines today? Well, not at the moment, darling, because we're a little bit busy with chat. We're chatting at the moment, dear. Chatting at the moment. And I think I might be marginally more interesting than you. I think that is the case, Heidi. Oh, we are having a giggle this morning. Wendy says the White Swan isn't too far from the O2. That is, I think so. I think so. But to get from Greenwich to the White Swan or vice versa, I think you have to go under a tunnel somewhere. I think there's a tunnel. The O2, I have to be honest, Greenwich is not my favourite place to get to. It's difficult to get to. I remember once I nearly took a job at Belushi's in Greenwich. And my friend was running it there, Michel, and I was doing all of the Belushi's at the time. Three other of the Belushi's at the time. There was another one in Greenwich. And I was going to go there on a Sunday to see what the journey was. And after 2.5, I think it was 2.5 or 2.75 hours, I still hadn't got there. So I rang ahead and said, look, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to take this job because it's just going to be a nightmare to get to. And Greenwich is very difficult to get to. It really is. You have to go under a blooming tunnel and the traffic. Oh, God. And where that O2 is, it's so complicated. I hate driving there, Wendy. But yes, I think it's not too... as the crow flies in a direct line, it's not far from Greenwich. What the journey is like between the two, I don't know. All right, my darling. So that's the White Swan. May the 8th it'll be. Christina, no bread machine. Good. Birthday cake and cocktails today. Whose birthday is it? Is it your birthday? I haven't looked at the birthdays yet. I don't really look at the birthdays until right at the end when we do them all. All right? So there we are. Good morning to Shy. Morning, Shy, who's watching from his bed. Oh, dear. Empty again, is it, my love? Never mind. There's always tonight. You can pop out tonight and see if you can find someone this morning. Shy is the one that did I Am Telling You. Those of you that watched the karaoke stream last night. We do stream the karaoke at usually at 8 o'clock on a Monday and 8:30 on a Friday. That's on my Facebook wall, facebook.com/Chris Ridden UK or youtube.com/Chris Ridden UK. You can see all the karaoke happening there and wonderful time. And Shy did And I Am Telling You. You know that one. And I am telling you there's no doubt. I don't know the words really. And the cymbals came out. We do like the cymbals. I try and bring joy to life, Joss. Everything I do should be taken lightheartedly. Just remember that. Everything I do, I just take life as a bit of a joke. If people are offended, often it's their problem that the offence is with. It's certainly not come from me. The last thing I would ever want to do is offend anyone except my best mate Ron, who I take great pleasure in offending as much as is humanely possible. I really do. Apart from that, I would never want to offend anyone. But a lot of people look for offence. Oh, what can I be offended by today? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That keyboard's made out of plastic. That is offensive to fish. If that gets dumped in the sea, fish will eat it and they will be offended. You know the sort of person. So I would never want to go out and be offended. And I have said it time and time again. Most of these people who are offended, left, right and centre, are offended because it's their problem, not mine or yours. It's their problem. So if you want to be offended, you can go out the front door now. You go and be offended outside there. No one here is offended because it's all very light-hearted. All right? Yes, indeed. My Gary Butler, as I say, is my nephew. I have a great niece, Olivia. She's got some severe disabilities and she's been in a hospice for a few weeks now. But she's coming out today. She's got a lot better, so we're all looking forward to that. We were going to go to Legoland. Actually, it was today that we're going to go to Legoland, but unfortunately we've had to cancel the holiday and we'll book it a little bit further in the future. And of course the camera will be there. Anyone been to Legoland? I haven't been there yet. Must go to Legoland. Thank you, Ray. White Swan is in Limehouse on the DLR. That's the driverless trains, isn't it, Ray? No drivers on the DLR. You don't actually need drivers on trains, you know. The New York subway, there's no drivers on those trains. All automatic. Computer doesn't go wrong. Don't go wrong. You don't need drivers on trains. All this business, you know, all these train strikes we have about driverless trains and all this, that and the other. I'm afraid it's a technology thing. You know, at some point, the trains will all be driverless. No one's flying the planes. Did you know that? No one flies those planes. The pilots are on there in case something goes wrong. All this landing and taking off. When you see the planes, if you go near Heathrow Airport, right, and you're on the M25, if it's that particular runway they're using, you see all the planes lined up and they are perfectly spaced, all in a perfect straight line pointing downwards. Now, do you think if there were like 10 pilots all separately flying those planes, they would be in a straight line like that? No, computers are doing it all. It's all automatic when the plane lands and all that. I think sometimes if it's bad weather, I think the pilot sometimes takes over. But generally, these are all automatic, these planes. Don't need pilots. But would you get on a plane without a pilot? I wouldn't. Oh, sod that. I mean, I've been sitting there before and a computer's suddenly gone off. You don't know, do you? And then who's going to fly the plane? Maybe an automatic message would come on. You know, very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is an automatic message. We are inquiring if there are any pilots on board today because the computer has failed. Please make your way to the front of the plane. Ding dong. Hello, Laura. How are you, Laura? Nice to see you, Laura. She's thinking of one in Cholton, probably. The White Swan, probably not that one. No, not that one. The White Swan is in Limehouse. Limehouse. And it's got a lovely little place next to it called Sailors, which I might pop into as well. Wendy agrees. You see, Greenwich is a pain in the arse to get to. You are correct. We only do it for Barry. Yeah, Barry. The last time I went... Oh, it was funny. Last time I went to Barry Manilow concert at the O2, I was in front row. And there was a security lady, sort of not directly in front of me, to the side there. Anyway, so the show finished and we waved our things and he did, I write the songs to make... And then the streamers came and the curtains closed and that was it. And we're going out and I said to the lady, you look like you enjoyed that, because I watched her dancing, this security lady. Because all the security people, they face you, you know. I don't think I could do it, certainly not with Barry Manilow, dear. How could you not face Barry Manilow when he's on the stage? It's practically rude. Rude, dear. And they got their back to the stage while they're watching the people, just in case there's any trouble. The only trouble at a Barry Manilow concert is when the ladies rip off their knickers and bras and throw them at the stage. I've seen it so many times. Wendy purposely went out and bought 25 pairs of knickers just to throw at Barry Manilow on the stage. She's got to buy a load of new ones because no longer does she have the large size ones. No, extra small. I mean, you can barely see Wendy now. She'll be sitting there and someone will probably try and sit on the seat that she's on because she can't see. Because they can't see her. She's lost so much weight. And she sits there. She's got a handbag full of knickers that she throws at the stage while Barry's singing. That's the only trouble you get at a Barry Manilow concert. That, and if someone's bloody well talking next to you while he's singing. Chat. Will you shut up, dear? We haven't come to listen to your conversation. We come to listen to the great man himself. Barry Manilow. There he is. Barry Manilow. I made it through the rain and kept myself respected. Yes. Knickers. That's all that. And I said to her as you go out, you look like you enjoyed that. And the security lady said, put it this way, on Sunday night we had a little mix here. And she shook her head like that. Oh, dear me. Blackwall Tunnel. Thank you, Bart. That's the one, the Blackwall Tunnel, isn't it? I don't know. Gavin's not been to the O2 yet. Oh, it's massive. It's not just a concert venue, Gavin. No, there's restaurants and all sorts in there and beautiful structures and pretty lights and all that stuff there, all right? You should go there, Gavin. Keep an eye out and see what's in there. Here you are. Joss knows all about planes. American Air Force C-17 cargo aircrafts are all automated. I've seen it up front and personal. Wendy says, stop it. Don't listen. We don't do that. Oh, Wendy, come on, darling. Don't think you can get a little pair of knickers out of your handbag and throw them at the stage without me noticing. I saw it with my own eyes. And I'm willing to stand up in a court and say that. I am. Hello, Angela, who says, leave the singing to Barry. I would talk through your singing. What? Pardon? I beg your pardon, Angela. I'm possibly the best singer on the internet, dear. Did you not know that? What are you going to do, Wendy? Put knickers over my head while I'm sitting on the chair. Let's pop over onto the other platforms. Hello to Paul, who's watching on YouTube this morning. Good morning, Paul. Joanna, good morning, Joanna. Hello to Jonathan. Tustain, hello. Did I hear you're going to Vegas? Yes, in October. I'm going with my nephew to Las Vegas. I did see, actually, apparently there's a Michael Jackson show on there, which I bought up this morning. Now, let me see where that is now. Here it is. In this morning's Daily Mail. So I think my nephew likes Michael Jackson. He likes Rat Pack. I know there's a Rat Pack show on. So we'll be going to see that. And I just seen this in the Daily Mirror this morning, funnily enough, Jonathan. It says the stars of a Las Vegas theatre show dedicated to the life of Michael Jackson believe he's haunting their performances. Haunting performances. Performers taken to the stage each night in Cirque du Soleil's new show MJ1 says he's up there with them every single night. Choreographer says the superstar who died, this is in the Daily Mirror this morning, says the superstar, 2009 he died. 9 years ago? 9 years ago we lost Michael Jackson. Says the show is so good that the thriller hitmaker's very essence is there each time the curtain rises. He says you feel him before... I'd love to be felt at some point. It's been so long since anyone felt me. You feel him because show creator Jamie King has... Is that his real name, Jamie King? Jamie King has done an amazing job with all the other creators to really embody what he stood for, and the essence of Michael Jackson is there. So that's interesting, isn't it? The ghost of my... I'm going to need echo for that, don't we? The ghost of Michael Jackson is there. Yes. He added to the Daily Star, I think every time we perform on stage, he is our last performing member. I guess you could say he's right there on the front stage with us. They can actually feel him on the stage, you see. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange and mysterious? It certainly is strange and mysterious. Thank you, Jonathan. Hello to Claire, who was singing last night. She was the second singer last night, I think, Claire. She comes every Monday and Friday as well now, I think, who says, great evening at Central, especially Tina Turner with the fur coat. Oh, we had the lady on last night. What was her name? Tiara. I haven't seen her before. I think one of Shy's friends. And she came to sing. She had this lovely fur coat. It wasn't a real fur coat, of course. I mean, if it was a real fur coat, people start chucking paint and things at you. You know, I don't like real fur. The thought that an animal would be stripped of its fur so you can wear it, no, I'm not having any of that. But it was a beautiful fake fur coat that this lady had on. You see, you don't need real fur. You don't need to be wearing this stuff. Fake fur, that's the way to go. Especially Tina Turner with the fur coat and the high kick, who was doing simply the best. I'm singing this especially for Angela, who likes my singing. Simply the best. I'm better than all the rest. Angela says, best singer on the internet if you have your hearing aid turned off. Are you that old, Angela, that you got hearing aid, darling? Did you get your batteries free as well? Billie Jean is not my god, Joss. Angela says, hey, you could sing at Edward's wedding if they had a wire fence so the Queen could throw bottles and tomatoes like the Blues Brothers movies. I bet you'd be in the front row throwing your bottles. Angela, I'm going to turn up at your house one morning and just start singing through the letterbox. Just as you get up. That'll get you out of bed quick, wouldn't it, eh? Let's have a look. Paul says you need to get the non-digital scales and spin the dial before the zero. A few pounds back. That works for me. Yeah, I see that. So they got those in the gym, haven't they? They got those in the gym. Paul also says, I bet the toilets at Slimming World are chaos. Oh, you can't get in there before a weigh-in. They're all in there, taking laxatives and everything before they go for the weigh-in, dear. The best bit is over at the Slimming World. I don't think half of them had breakfast before they go for the weigh-in. You see, I do. I just treat it as a normal day. You know, so this morning I've had my cup of tea. I've had some water. I've had my breakfast, which is I have a same thing every morning. I have overnight oats. I don't know if you've had overnight oats before, so I have that every morning. And then I go for the weigh-in. Some of them in there, you see them queuing up, and as soon as they've finished weighing, they're straight over to their handbags and they get a couple of chocolate bars out, 2 or 3 Slimming World chocolate bars. You're only supposed to have one. They were sitting there stuffing 3 of them in their mouths straight after the weigh-in. That's not a joke. That actually happens. It does happen. Paul says the only trouble at Barry Manilow concerts is when he sneezes. The front row needs to take cover. He don't sneeze. I've never seen Barry sneeze. Never seen Barry sneeze. You haven't experienced a concert until you've been to a Barry concert. I tell you that now. And to sit in the front row is really something else. It's very expensive now to sit in the front row. It's so expensive that I won't pay for the ticket anymore. Although not so bad in Birmingham. I think it was about £400 to go to front row in Birmingham. And I don't know if you were with us a couple of weeks ago. I tried to get the tickets for Birmingham, and my thing had run out. Something had run out, so I couldn't get them. And by the time I got through, it was back to rowing, and I thought, I can't be bothered with that. And I thought, oh, shall I get the front row? But at that point, I thought, no, I'm not going to bother now. You know, I'm a bit like that. And I don't like the effort of having to travel to places. Fortunately, usually I have to buy 2 tickets, one for my mate and one for me. And then he drives, you see. I can't stand all that parking and getting to somewhere. Even the, was it when he did Wembley a couple of years ago, he did Wembley. And then you've got to get a train there and then a tube there. Oh, I hate travelling. I really hate travelling. I hate flying. I hate it. I'm not scared of flying. I just hate it. All the mucking about. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this journey to Vegas. We are in the nice seats. You know, we are in the nice seats on the British Airways, but still sitting there for hours on end, bored to tears. How many more TV programmes can we watch before this damn plane lands, dear? And we can get off and another meal comes. Would you like another meal? Are you just eat and eat? And it's so boring on a plane. It really is. Why can't they put swimming pools on? If we had a proper cinema with comfortable seats. I mean, the seats we sit in are comfortable, but after a while, even they, I can't be moving here like that. Oh, dear. Look at that. Oh, Jonathan, you might be there the same time as me. Hang on a minute. I think you are. I'm sure you are. 1 minute. You are. You're there the same. You're there sort of halfway through ours. You're there the same time as me. Yes. What hotel are you staying in, Jonathan? I bet you're staying in a really cheap one, aren't you? The Flamingo. We stayed in the Flamingo Hotel, me and my mate, about 5 years ago. The carpets were sticky in the rooms. I kid you not. It was the funniest thing ever. One night, the fire alarm went off. And it's a scary fire alarm. Please move from your rooms. Comes through this loudspeaker. No one moves. We say this fire alarm went off about 3 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not. And me and my mate, we were in our beds. And this thing is so loud. And it wakes you up. Oh, you can't sleep through that. I went, oh, it's the fire alarm. Or is it? And I said, oh, what do you reckon then? He said, oh, it'll probably stop in a minute. Oh, okay then. So we just laid there. We made no attempt to leave the room or the building whatsoever. And we weren't the only one. Neither did anyone else. We didn't hear doors slamming or anything else. No one moved. I mean, how stupid must we be for that? That is just ridiculous, isn't it? I've got a fire alarm going off. Please leave your rooms. Fire, fire. No one's moving. We're laying in the bed thinking, don't worry, it'll stop in a minute. It's probably a test. What, at 3 a.m? It's only going to be one or two things. A fault or a fire. Isn't that weird? Weird. You know, that's the same everywhere. I've had fire alarms going off in clubs that I've worked at. No one moves. No one moves out the way. They test the fire alarm at the swimming pool every Monday and Friday at 11:30. Now, me being a regular, I know what time that fire alarm gets tested. Okay, so when it goes off, that's fine. Other people in there, you know, they kind of stop, they have a look around. You know, perhaps guests of the hotel, they have a look around. And then they carry on swimming. No one moves. Isn't that weird? Come on, Jonathan, what hotel were you staying at? Do let us know. Just a moment, please. Where's Angela now? Australia won't let you in the country. Excuse me, I've been there 5 times, I'll have you know, Australia. I've been 5 times. They're only too pleased for me to get there. In fact, as I get there and that little door opens on the plane, the Prime Minister of Australia is waiting there to meet me, as well as that beautiful lady who reads the news on SBS from, I think she's Chinese. Can't remember her name now. But she's wonderful. She has the most wonderful outfits this woman wears on SBS. I assume she's still doing it. She's got to be mid to late 60s now, I'd imagine. She's very, very popular over in Australia. We have Prince Chucky here at the moment. They may have to get him and have a word to him about your singing. Is there anything else you wanted me to sing while you're there, Angela? I think you love my song. Would you like me to sing a whole song this morning? Would you like that? I can sing a whole song if you want. I'm going to do that now. At the end of the show, just for Angela, I'm going to sing a whole... Look at the numbers are firing up now. The viewing figures have just gone up 200% with people knowing that I'm going to sing at the end of the show today. Yes. So I'll sing for you at the end of the show today. All right, Angela. Slimming World chocolate bars are tasty, Christina. Yes, but that don't mean you have 5 of them, love. No, 1. 1 chocolate bar. Elton John concerts are better. I've been to Elton John, Joss. Again, that was in Vegas. Fantastic. I didn't have a front row seat. We had a good seat, and all the piano was lit up with screens. Oh, it was fantastic. I think it was called the $1 Million Piano. And he plays it. Oh, fantastic Elton John concert. And I've also been to see, Liza Minnelli, who kept coughing. But that doesn't matter. I was in the same room as Liza Minnelli. Wow. I was breathing the same air as Liza Minnelli. That is something else. That is something else, I tell you. Let's have a look. Have you heard Fleetwood Mac are having Neil Finn join the band? Oh, really? I like Fleetwood Mac. Do you? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. That one. And everywhere. I like the beginning of that one. Everywhere, every day, something like that. Something like that. Josh says, in the Midwest, United States, we don't react to tornado sirens either. Really? So the sirens go off. Is it the case, right? I bet this is the case. If you was to see a tornado, you'd probably take action, but the sirens don't make you do anything. Is that about right? It's a little bit like with a fire. You know, if we could smell smoke in our bedrooms, number one, we'd probably do something about it then. But number two, probably by that point, it's too late. The fire's got to you, you know. Perhaps we should all carry around little suicide pills or something like that. So if something bad was about to happen, we could just take a pill and then pass out, and then we could just be burnt to a cinder and wouldn't feel a thing. I think that's an excellent idea. Now, talking about suicide, there's a new thing, boys and girls, Dr. Death in Amsterdam. It's always in Amsterdam. They must just like dying in Holland. I think it's a thing that they like to do in Holland, die. Well, this was a couple of days ago, actually, in The Sun, a morbid, portable suicide machine. You're going to love this, okay? That allows users to end their life in minutes is now open to the public. You can go and have a go. How fabulous is that? Attendees at the Amsterdam Funeral Fair will be able to hop in the capsule, known as the Sarco and take it for a test drive, okay? So this thing is the brainchild. It looks like a small car. Looks a bit like a bubble car. Remember bubble cars? Do you remember those? Looks like a small car. The brainchild of 70-year-old euthanasia activist Dr. Philip Nitschik, aka the Australian Dr. Death. The Australian Dr. Death. The 3D printed device fills with gas to end a person's life quickly. But not before the prospective... You can't just go in there. Oh, let's have a day out to one of Dr. Death's machines. It doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. But not before the prospective user passes an online test to show that they are sane and want to die of their own will, after which they will receive a capsule access code that's valid for 24 hours. Oh, well, you've got to be sane. Oh, well, that's me out of the question then, isn't it, already? I think I might have been sane when I was about 6 years old. I think I was sane at that point. Although if you ever met my nieces and my great nieces and great nephews, none of those are sane. They're all as mad as hatters. One of the little girls, Emily, she's my niece's little girl. Every now and again, for no apparent reason, she suddenly throws her hands up in the air like that and starts running around the room screaming, as chased by great nephew George, who thinks he's become a Cyberman. And he marches around the room like a cyber. And then you see I join in. I become a Dalek. And I'm a Dalek. Exterminate. Marching after the Cyberman. Who's marching after my great niece, Emily. Who plays the victim. It's fabulous. We're all mad. Why would you want to be sensible? Look, if you were sensible, you'd end up to be someone like Mr. Trump. Wouldn't you? Or Mr. Putrid. Or Mr. King Ting Chongpong from North Korea. You'd end up being like that. Do you want to be like one of them? No. Well, I recommend you become mad as I am. The story goes on. Fortunately, the machine's unveiling doesn't offer the full experience. Well, can you just imagine that? Oh, is this your Dr. Death machine? Do you mind if I just try it out once? Yeah, okay, pop in. That's it, Well, you wouldn't get a second chance, would you? Be dead. Fortunately, the machine's unveiling doesn't offer the full experience. Instead, funeral fairgoers will slip on virtual reality glasses while in the Sarco to see if this could be a preferred life ending for them, according to the spokesman for the event. I wonder what that means. Oh, here it goes. Through the virtual reality glasses, visitors will be able to choose a view of the Alps or the sea as the last thing they see before pressing the suicide button, which will turn everything black. God, I wonder how much it is. Does it say how much it is? It doesn't say how much it is there. But this thing can be actually created on a 3D printer and assembled anywhere. It's the weirdest thing ever. But what if you don't want to look at... What was it said you can look at? A view of the Alps or the sea. Well, you might want to look at something else, mightn't you? I mean, I think personally, I think an excellent way to die would be to watch one of my shows. In fact, if you're watching other of them back to back, you wouldn't need to go to Amsterdam. You'd just die anywhere. Many people have died in front of their computers watching my show through boredom. A lot of people watch this show when they have trouble sleeping. It sends them off like that. I'm telling you that now. They fall fast asleep. Angela says, do you get phone calls if you want life insurance? Don't get them. Insure for what I am. Dead bugger the kids. Good morning to Ashley. Morning, Ash, who will be down on Saturday. Have you found out who's on stage yet? No, I haven't. I looked at the list and we asked around last night. No one seems to know who's on stage Saturday night, Ashley. But never mind, dear, never mind. You need to learn a new song now. You keep doing Sweet Dreams. Now let me think of a suitable song for you to learn. What's like... Okay, Don't You Want Me Baby. Try that one. Don't you want me baby. I'm singing today, Ash, at the end of the show. As requested by the lovely... Where are you, Angela, by the way? Are you Australian? Are you in Australia? Angela is desperate for me to sing on the show today, so I've decided to entertain her request and sing to you on the show today. Isn't that exciting? I thought you'd like that. I've been to Melbourne, Angela. A lovely city. I love the old-fashioned tram that goes around, and it's free. It's free. So when you go to Melbourne, boys and girls, just hop yourself on the train, on this little tram. That I think it's probably still free now. It's a very old, and it looks old-fashioned. It's all wooden and lovely. And I spent almost an entire day on there. I got talking to the driver. Quite frankly, I think he was glad when I got off. You know. I mean, I didn't hear him say much. On the other hand, I didn't leave too many gaps in my vocabulary for him to answer. But it was a great day out, going round and round on this tram. And they got I was doing running at the time, and I ran along the Yarra River. You can only go so if you go towards the parks. I was staying at the Ibis Hotel, the good old Ibis, which was down kind of a little side street. Can't remember the name of the street. There was a subway on the corner, very comfortable hotel, and I'd come out of there every morning and run along towards the park from the city. So I would go left. I think I went left. Run along there, quite a long way as well. I couldn't go to. I went the other way one day, and you could only go so far. And then I think you got to some sort of wooden flooring and swings, and then I think you couldn't go any further than that for some reason. Yeah, some reason like that. Okay. Mornington Peninsula, all wineries and hot pools. It's possibly that's. I can't. It's quite a long time. I'm going back here 10 years. Yeah, I can't remember now. But certainly I went right, and you couldn't go very far that way. Left was the way to go, and you could go and you run across the. And I wasn't the only runner going across the lights and all that. They make very loud noises, don't they? The traffic lights in Australia for the blind people. Very good. Click, click. That's all the traffic lights are doing that all the time. Click. Click, even when it's not driving, so that the blind people know they're at a traffic light. It goes click, 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 and it beep, 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 and that's when you cross. Very good over there. Let's have a look here. See, Joseph knows. 2 people have already died watching the show today. I knew it. Is it night time over there? What is the time there where you are? It must be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, about 5 o'clock in the morning where you are. I'm a breakfast show there. Oh, look, Angela's pretending that she doesn't want me to sing now. Don't worry, Angela. I'm going to sing for you today. Especially for you. As loud as possible. You turn that computer up, my darling, or your mobile phone. Perhaps you could connect. Are you watching on a mobile phone? Perhaps you could connect me to a Bluetooth speaker. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's have a look here. Christina says on the death machine, I wonder what the refund or return policy is. Do you have to pay first? Probably. Childers wants to know if I'm smoking or not. No, Childers. Childers. No, I don't smoke. Don't do drugs. Don't drink. I'm just naturally like this all the time. What a shame you can't be like this. You know. Other people have to take things to be like this. I'm just naturally like this. I've put drug dealers out of business. As people like me put drug dealers out of business because we don't need them. They come and knock on my door. Hello, mate, do you want any? No, thank you, darling. No, not for me. What you want now? Nothing. But you must be. No. Only the pills from the doctor, which I'm now 20 minutes late in taking. You know, another 10 minutes and I'll be dead. I've got to take those pills on time. I must take the pills on time. Do Google a song. Kevin Wilson. Dilligaff. I don't know that one. Waltzing Matilda. Is that what you want? Waltzing Matilda. I wasn't going to do Waltzing Matilda. 7:15 where Angela is at night. Of course in Australia, in Melbourne. Angela says we have blind people driving. Yeah, we have those here as well, Angela. They're called Uber drivers. Uber drivers are definitely all blind. They've got to be. They've absolutely got to be. Jonathan says he's staying at Cosmo. We stayed at the Plaza before. That was grim. We are having a special one this year. It's a friend's 40th birthday. She wants to watch the fountains from the balcony. Who are you going with, Jonathan? Have you got a wife or something or a family that you'll be going with there? I'll be with my nephew. But yes, we could probably meet up. I am actually leaving it to my nephew to decide what he wants to do because it's for his 21st birthday, you see. So that's why I'm taking him there. And I've told him just make a list of what you want to do, and that's it. And we do that. And quite frankly, it's easier to do that, because and you have a better time because as the older person, almost. I mean, he is 21, not like a parent, but like a parent. You know what I mean? So you're kind of looking after that person. So what you want to do is irrelevant. You've got to make sure that that person has a good time. So that's the way to go on holiday. I decided that ages ago. I've been on holiday with friends. Oh, it's just a nightmare. End up having rows. Terrible, terrible. I won't go on holiday with a friend anymore, ever. It's happened too many times. Terrible rows. Holiday with family, different thing altogether. Because you've got to make sure they're all right. You are just tagging along, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? So I much prefer, I love going on holiday with family and all that. 4:18 a.m. in Central Time in America. Gosh, you are up early, Joe. Have you got a job that requires you to get up early, does it? Something like that. Jonathan, I'll be staying at the Excalibur Hotel this time, which is about halfway down the road, okay? The Excalibur Hotel. So I don't know where you are in relation to that. But yes, that'd be quite nice to have a little bit of a chat, wouldn't we? Over a little cup of tea or something like that. Good morning to Sam Baines. Morning, Sam. Not even a holiday with Ronnie. No, we row. We row, Sam, on holiday. It's a very different thing to a friend coming round for a couple of hours, then suddenly you're stuck with that person for 24 hours. Of course, I mean, you probably, Sam, you're looking at me thinking, it's probably all right to go on holiday with Chris and be with him 24 hours a day for 2 weeks. Would you like that? I think Angela would like that. I think Angela would like to come on holiday with me, wouldn't you, Angela? And be somewhere like, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for a week or two, perhaps, maybe 3. I went to Australia for 5 weeks once, Angela. Perhaps would you like me to have stayed with you for 5 weeks? When do you finish? I have to go and eat dinner. Indian food. Oh, we do like a curry. I'm not very good at cooking them, Angela. My curries smell terrible. There's something going wrong with them. I go out, the one I had last night at Central Station. I had a lovely vegetarian curry at Central Station last night where I was working. And they just brought it up to me. I said, who's that for? Oh, we thought you might want one. How nice is that? How kind and nice is that? I wish all the venues were like that. Some of them, you do the job, yeah, there's your money, goodbye. That's it. That's it. Right. I'll do today's birthdays, and then, for Angela, I'm going to sing a song. I might do Waltzing Matilda as you requested it. I haven't done that one before. So let me just, first of all, do today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this, what is it? On the 10th of April, 2018 to... One moment, please. Trying to connect, you call it. Retrieving the information. Oh, there's a lot today. My God, there's loads of them. Here we go then. Christina, who's with us this morning in Portugal. Portsmouth, Portugal. Well, they're close, aren't they? I bet you wish you was in. I've never been to Portugal. I've never been to Portugal. Nice place to go, isn't it? Happy birthday, Christina, this morning. Paul Knight, who's an all-round great guy. He drives an underground train and sometimes turns up at the karaoke. You haven't seen him for a while. Happy birthday to Paul Knight. Let me just check Paul Knight, actually. He's got lots of pictures of his dog on there. One moment. Lots of birthday messages there. Yes, there we are. Paul Knight. Happy birthday to you, Paul. Happy birthday this morning to Greg Bramwell. Morning, Greg. Happy birthday to you. Lots of pictures. People have got animals on their profile pictures. You're never quite sure. You see a picture of a dog. Is it them or not? Although there are certain people that do look like their pets, I have to say, There's some very strange people. You go around their house, they look a bit funny, and you go around their house and there's a bowl of fish in front of you. And I get it now. Happy birthday to Ummu Harky. Happy birthday, Ummu. Martina McGarry. Oh, Martina. How old are you now? 54, dear. Martina and I used to sit next to each other occasionally when we both worked for British Telecom Directory Inquiries. London Directory. London Directory. London Directory. We used to do that job. Directory Inquiries, one of those most boring jobs ever. on the face of this earth. And as I say, it was worth it. We were working for British Telecom doing this job. British Telecom, an excellent employer, or they certainly were when we were there. They really looked after good conditions, good wages, a canteen, a restaurant that was subsidised. You couldn't complain. Good pension, everything. You can't fault. When we were there, you couldn't fault British Telecom as an employer. They were damn good employers. The supervisors were a bit rough on us, but they were only doing their jobs, you know. So happy birthday, Martina. You're a wonderful, wonderful person. Wonderful person. Hope your family's okay. Happy birthday to Arthur Habarik, who's 23 today. I hope I got your name right there. Habarik. Yeah. What's that picture you got there? Oh, we're little triangle type houses, are they? Are they houses or what are they? I'm not quite sure what they are. 23 today. Happy birthday to you. Cagsy Thomas. Happy birthday, Cagsy. Noah Adam Maropsy. 41 years old today. So young. Younger than me anyway. Happy birthday, Noah. Drew Christie. Hello, Drew. Happy birthday. And John Hughes. It's John Hughes' birthday as well this morning. So happy birthday to you all, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthdays. Guy Bentley. Oh, was it a vegan curry I had last night? Whatever it was absolutely lovely, I tell you. Really, really nice. We got lovely food at Central Station. Oh, we've got a lot. Not just one. Sometimes you go to a restaurant, you get one vegan option or one vegetarian. No, we got a whole page full of the stuff. Lovely, always lovely. And the chips are to die for. Central Station, if you come in for the karaoke, have a meal as well. Give the chef something to do up there. He sits up there twiddling his thumbs, dear. Get busy, dear. And have you found the, what? Have you put the wire in yet, Guy? Can we have the wire in? Childers says, you crazy, bro. Yeah, I am. Completely and totally off my head. Don't become serious, Childers. It's really boring being serious. Turn on the telly and see all these serious people. It does my head in. I turn it straight off and put something old on, like Dad's Army. Have you ever seen Dad's Army? I don't know where you are, Childers. Have you ever seen Dad's Army? That's hilarious. Are You Being Served? Keeping Up Appearances? Or the best one at the moment on the telly, Benidorm. Hilarious. Hilarious is Benidorm. Right, Angela. Angela, are you ready, darling? Now, you said Waltzing Matilda. I don't know if I've got that on here, actually. Let's see if we can find that one there on the system. If it's there, I'll do that one. If not, I'll do a different one, all right? Hang on. I don't even know what key it's in. It don't make much difference to me. Waltzing Matilda. Oh, backing track with lyrics. Are you ready, love? Here we go, darling. I don't know what, as I say, I don't know what key it's in, so we'll have to listen and guess. Here we go. Oh, hang on. That's not working, is it? Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Intro. Where's the music then? Oh. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched waited till his billy bowled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing. But I've not rehearsed this, you see, that's the trouble. Down came a gimbuck to drink at that billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. and he sang as he shoved that gin buck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Verse 3 coming up, don't go too far everyone. Up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Down came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Who's that jolly gin buck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. I think there's another verse. Up jumped the swagman, leapt into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. There we are. Oh my word. Wasn't that the best thing, Angela, to happen to you this week so far? I bet when you turn on your ABC radio and they're playing songs, you think, oh, there must be something better than this. And then I come along. Isn't that the absolute highlight of your entire week, Angela, in Melbourne, Australia? Incidentally, are you related to any of the Neighbours people? Who's the fat one with the glasses? I can't think of his name now. Oh, you know Jim Robinson? Do you remember Jim Robinson in Neighbours? Do you remember him? You know he's in Dynasty now. Did you know that, Angela? In the remake of Dynasty, which I highly recommend. It's on Netflix, and it is the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. It really is. You must watch it. Thank you. Childers is indeed in North Carolina, United States. That's somewhere I haven't been, actually, North Carolina. I've been to New York, Florida, Maine, which I just adored. That was 1979. I was in Maine with the Scouts on a jamboree type thing. What a beautiful place Maine is. But I haven't been to North Carolina. Juan enjoyed the song. Thank you, Juan. I think Guy, I don't know why he's laughing. Guy, Angela seems to have disappeared rather strangely. Have you noticed that? While I was singing that song, I don't know why. Good morning to Mark. Morning, Mark. Can you do more Rolf Harris on Friday? If you want me to do Rolf Harris, I can do Rolf Harris. Is there any particular song you'd like me to do by Rolf Harris, Guy? Will people start throwing paint and things at me? I think they will. Thank you, Mari. Look, Mari wants me to sing more. Heidi. What is a gin buck? We want to know what a gin buck is. Oh, it's a sheep, is it? I didn't know that. Craig McLaughlin. Oh, he was gorgeous. Oh, mind you, that was about 20 years ago now. Craig was very, very good looking. He's the one with the blonde curly hair, isn't he? Very, very good looking. What's he doing now? Is he still, I presume he's still an actor, is he? I remember all those Australians. Do you remember what's this song? What's this programme? The Sullivans. Remember the Sullivans? And what other programmes? Oh, Skippy. Skippy, that was good. The Whirlybirds. Was that an Australian thing, the Whirlybirds, or was that American? It was all about helicopters. And it was Skippy, a dolphin. What was a dolphin? There was a dolphin thing. Oh, Flipper. Flipper, was that Australian? Wonderful programmes that we had when we were growing up. Better than the crap that's on there now. Reality shows. There were no reality shows when we were growing up, were they? Just proper stories that we sat there and entertained. I think Flipper, that's the one. Angela Flipper. Wow. Look, she's been out with him for spaghetti bolognese. Oh, you must mention me to him, Angela. Tell her you've got a friend in the UK who you know is a very, very good singer. You must tell him. I thought he was an excellent actor. And probably still is. Very, very good looking he was. Flipper. The best programme, I think, when I was a child, other than the British ones, like the foreign programme, was Casey Jones. It was all about a train called the Cannonball Express. Great big black steam train. Casey Jones, steaming and a rolling. Casey Jones, you never have to guess. When you hear the tooting of the whistle, it's Casey at the throttle of the Cannonball Express. Do you remember that? Oh, it was great. Thank you. Jonathan said he stayed at the Excalibur last year. It's vast. Thank you. You should try hash a go-go at the Monte Carlo. It sounds like a drugs thing, that is, dear. We don't do drugs. Incredible breakfast. We'll be in touch. Thank you for that advice. Let me write that down. What's that? Hash a go-go at the Monte Carlo. Hash a go-go. Hash a go. Excellent. Paul turned the sound down when I was singing. How rude. I'll block you in a minute, Paul. You will be blocked. Joanna enjoyed the song, as did Claire. Wants me to sing Two Little Boys. Well, you are naughty, Claire. Apparently he's in trouble with harassment. He can come and harass me if he wants to, Angela. I won't give him any hassle. Apparently they're bringing Wurzel Gummidge back. Oh, how can you replace John Pertwee? You can't replace John Pertwee, can you? Good God. Anyway, Mark, don't know if you know, if you were with us earlier, but I'll be starting to do karaoke on the 8th of May at the White Swan, okay, which is in Limehouse. 8 till 12. Sorry, no, 9 till 12 it'll be. 9 till 12 on a Tuesday night. If it works well, I might ask them to extend it an hour at either one end or the other, okay? So at the moment, 9 till 12 from the 8th of May, karaoke at the White Swan in Limehouse, East London. There's also, I'm hoping today or tomorrow to get news of a one in quite very central London. Okay, I'm hoping to get news of that one in the next couple of days as well. So fingers crossed. Things are starting to move now. Whetstone, I don't think it's going to happen because he would have got back to me by now. And there was another one as well, wasn't there? Can't think of the other one. So a couple of people haven't got back to me. So but that's just as it goes. That doesn't mean I don't like that. The fact that's happened. It's just how it is, you know. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So that's a definite one. White Swan, 8th of May, 9 till 12 midnight. Okay, from the 8th of May. Now we got three. It'll be every week except for once a month when they have a jazz night there. But that's not so important now. What used to happen is that sometimes we might do something that was every week except once a month or every other week, and people would never know when it is. With the days of the social media thing and the Facebook and the Twitter, that doesn't matter so much anymore because people can always say, oh, is it on tonight? Oh, yes, it's on tonight, and we're going. You know, so it's not so bad now. You can get away with that now. In the past, you couldn't get away with that. Because what would happen is that people wouldn't know, oh, was it this week or next week? And they'd all get confused. Now you just look on the Facebook or whatever like that is, and you know to just look on my Facebook, and that'll tell you when it is. All right, so looking forward to that. Oh, Guy's going to come to that. Thank you, Guy and Mark. So that's excellent. All right, boys and girls, we're going to disappear now. Thanks ever so much for joining us to the show today. So, as I say, if you're new to the show, welcome along. There's a lot of new people with us today. Welcome along. It's very, very light-hearted. We don't really do serious very often. Now and again, we might touch on a serious subject, but we don't get too intense or anything like that. I like to keep it nice and light-hearted. And that's it. I'm going now. It's 20 to 11. I'm going to rush and have my peels. And it's not raining, so I think I'm going to get on my bike and go down to the Slimming World, have me weigh in. I'll let you know what it is tomorrow, around about the same time tomorrow, okay? And then get me a haircut, and then it'll be lunchtime. And then there's another day almost over. God, and I should watch a bit of telly tonight as well. Have a nice day. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye now.